Okay, we are live and recording. Please mute yourself if you haven't.
Oops.
Okay, there
hold on.
Can you guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, you can hear me? Yeah, I think we're good now. We're good. Okay, we are live and recording. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. For those that are obviously, you've been in the community and been following us, thank you so much for tuning in. You're definitely in for a treat. And for the new people that are coming on board, that don't really know what this community is all about, I'm so excited for you guys to see the material that we're going to share with you guys today. Matt and I, we've been in talks and discussion over this call and what we're going to share. And just the beautiful thing about calls like this and what we're going to be doing over the next couple of months is the community, right? We want to be able to have a platform where everyone feels safe, where you can grow, where you can develop yourself and your skills, and where you can have all the information and questions answered to take you guys to the next level. We've been seeing a lot of powerful results with people in the team, and we want to just keep that momentum going. We want to 10x, take things to the next level. And so that's why we put together this call. I'm super excited for the material you guys are about to see over the next hour and a half or so. I'll give you a little bit about my background for those of you that don't know already. My name is Josh Quay, and I live out here in Vancouver, Canada. And just my journey has been an extraordinary one. I'll tell you guys a little bit about it and why I'm so excited about this call and obviously the future. My story kind of started in university, like most of us. We were taught after high school, you go to university and then you get a job. I come from a very educated family. We got 2 doctors in my family. We got accountants. My older sister, she has 3 degrees. So education has always been a huge thing for us. And I ended up wanting to do engineering, right? It was a notion that my dad kind of put in my head. And so, I started school I started university just like most people. But what I came to realize fairly quickly was that I wasn't really that passionate about it, right? A lot of people go to school and you just it's just a formality. You just go through the motions because you're taught to do that. I don't know, but I wasn't really passionate about it. I am grateful though for the experience because I was able to meet so many different people, build so many relationships. One of them obviously was where I met Matt. And so I'll be touching on that in a second. But, I was going through the motions, right? So I finished school, got a job just like most people. But, I was working at a processing company in the fisheries industry. That's just a fancy way of saying I was working at a stinky fish factory. But the cool thing was I worked my way up in the company. I was working in a control room. I was a systems control operator. And I started making some really good money. So even though I was not that passionate about what I was doing, the money was really nice. And in 2016, I remember it like it was yesterday. I set a goal for myself to make $100,000 that year. And I'm proud to say that I hit that goal, right? I patted myself on the back for about, 2 days. Because I looked back at the year and I realized that I'd given away all my time in order to make that money. I spent most of my time working. I was doing night shifts and day shifts at the time, 12-hour shifts. So if anyone has ever done shift work, you can kind of relate to that. It's not the most fun thing in the world. Doesn't matter even if you're making great money. I was also spending a lot of my weekends working. So I wasn't able to actually enjoy my life. I actually wasn't able to do things that I was passionate about. When I wanted to take a vacation, for example, like most of us at our jobs, when you want to take a vacation, what do? You have to go put in a request form, or you have to ask your supervisor or boss for time off. And that didn't rub me the right way. It just didn't fit well with my internal philosophy. I believe that people should be able to do what they're passionate about, when they want, how they want, and with who they want. And so, I set out to be able to pursue my passions. One of them is music. I don't know whether you guys can see the pretty keyboard in the back there, the piano. That's a very huge passion of mine. I've always wanted to do that full time. And so I needed a vehicle. I needed something, an opportunity that would enable me to pursue my passion full time instead of building someone else's at a job. And so I started looking for different opportunities, and that's when this one kind of fell into my lap in the form of a good friend of mine. You guys, some of you guys know him, Ni Norte. He introduced this opportunity to me, and I was blown away by it. Not because I had the experience or background you need or I thought I needed to succeed at it, but because of the potential that resonated, the potential to be able to pursue my dreams, instead of building someone else's, and the potential just to be able to live my best life now. Because I saw people in the community that were a part of this that were literally 5xing, 10xing their incomes and traveling, spending time with their families when they wanted. That really appealed to me. And so, I set out to dive in and work with him. And very quickly, we started to see results. Opportunities that give results are what it's all about. And in a short amount of time, we started to see some powerful results. Fast forward to a full circle moment in 2017 when I reconnected with Matt. He's laughing over there, but at the time, because we both finished school, and he went out into the world of business, entrepreneurship, and had done very well for himself. He had made a name for himself in the industry. He had built sales teams across the country, and he had broken a lot of records in the different companies that he was involved with. And so when we connected, it felt so good to be able to connect with someone that I had a history with, that actually got it, had the same passion and ambition that I had. And man, we started obviously talking, and this opportunity came into the conversation. And again, just so you guys are clear, Matt was doing some tremendous things with his opportunities, with his businesses and stuff. He was very successful. But when he took a look at what he's about to share with you later on in this presentation, the compensation plan, he was blown away because he had never seen anything like it. The way the company was paying out and rewarding people that were sharing the opportunity with people, he had never seen that before, and he'd been in the industry for about 4 or 5 years. So long story short, he ended up diving in and jumping on board, and we started doing some tremendous things. Within about a month or two, we basically 10x'd the business. We scaled up pretty quickly. And I think 2 months into it, I remember like yesterday, he called me on the phone and said, Josh, I'm quitting everything I'm doing, and I'm doing this full time. Now, we had had a lot of success, but it just blew me away that, the commitment and how he was willing to go all in with something that he believed in. You have to believe in something, obviously, to go all in. And I'm happy to say about 4 or 5 months after that, I ended up quitting my job as well. We've done some tremendous things ever since. We've traveled the world. We've been to Asia multiple times. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit. I've done so many things that I would never have been able to do if I hadn't have, taken the jump and pursued my dream and passion. And so with not much further ado, I'll invite Matt to share a little bit about himself and then dive into the material that we have for you guys. Because if you guys take this serious, if you really go all in with this, and again, it doesn't matter whether you do this part-time, whether you do this full-time, it doesn't matter. As long as you follow the system and the strategies that Matt is about to share with you, I guarantee you will see tremendous success, just like I did and just like so many people that have plugged in to the community. So with not much further ado, Matt, the floor is absolutely yours, man. Share a little bit about yourself and what you have for the people.
That's
it.
Cool.
Let's get it.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, very awesome, very awesome. I'm not going to go too much into an intro about myself. I'm pretty sure everyone on here knows me. This is a training designed for our distributors. So if you're being invited for the first time, there's probably going to be a few things that go right over your head because this isn't a pitch. This is a training. Nee, thank you for being on. You're always my anchor on these calls. I'm just talking to you basically the entire time, just so you know, like, that's what I'm like. I got my mom there too, but like, yeah, I look at me. So I need those smiles and stuff, guys. One thing quickly before I hop into this, if my Wi-Fi starts getting janky, just give me an X, okay? Because I live on an island that's off of Hong Kong, and it can be hit or miss sometimes, but it appears to be nothing but hits today. So yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm from a small town. Oh, Mom's doing it. That might be on your end, Mom. Everyone else is good. I'm from a small town, and there you go, small town Wi-Fi. And yeah, I'm from a small town.
If she's on, tell us. Let me know, because I work for Shaw.
Doing business. No, Mike. And we don't even get Shaw there, I don't think. It's TELUS only, which is a bummer. And so today's going to be training, guys. So I'm going to run through a few things. Have a pen and paper ready, but you don't need it for this part. There's going to be basically 4, maybe 5 parts to the training. The majority of it is going to be on the product, because it's come to my attention that a lot of people don't really know what's going on with the product. Then I'm going to go into the compensation plan. This is a training I've done before, but I got to 3A with nothing but a pen and a paper. Me and Josh both witnessed that. You don't need anything but a pen and a paper to explain this to somebody. And when the compensation plan is explained simply, it's really like nice for people to hear, because it can be complicated. And if they don't understand it, it can lead to distrust. Like, they don't trust you because you don't know how to explain it well enough for them to understand it. So after we go through a detailed breakdown of the machine, how it does what it does, we're going to talk about the compensation plan. Then we're going to talk about how our team operates and how we're able to have teams in 8 different countries, with UK and Africa starting to take off. I'm actually going to go into the back end as well. I know a lot of people really are starved for some marketing content and how to, do business in other countries. And then if we have some extra time, I'm going to help people with lead generation. So how to actually bring some people through the door. Then finally, it'll be optional. People can leave or not. But at the end, we'll do a Q&A. I'll pause the recording before that, but we'll do a Q&A at the end. Okay, so yeah, really good, guys. If you have questions, please write them down, and we'll handle them at the end. Okay? So we're going to take it from the top. So first thing I want to say, guys, is we are not allowed to make scientific claims as distributors. This is a major bummer, because we have a scientifically proven machine service that we provide people. Now, there's really good reasons why we can't make scientific claims. Not many people in Enagic know this, so I'm going to share this with you guys. The reason we cannot make scientific claims is because about 10 to 15 years ago, this group of idiots in the States got together, and they started bottling our Kangen water and selling it as a cure for cancer. I think it was in LA or California somewhere. So I'll say it again. A group of idiots got together and started selling bottled water. This will cure cancer, cure cancer, cure cancer. They actually made such a name for themselves that the WHO, the World Health Organization, got involved. Then all over the news, Kangen water does not cure cancer. And Enagic almost got taken down because of these scientific claims, the false advertising. So they have to crack down on scientific claims made, because people don't say, like, they don't word it like, oh, a study was done and it showed that there might be the possibility of this, but of course it depends on each individual. They just go out and they just say, yeah, this has been proven to cure cancer, don't you know? So Enagic is really, really, really on people about the scientific claims. Here's another one. We can't even say, in North America, we can in Asia, but in North America, we can't even say the word disinfectant with our hypochlorous acid, even though it's stronger than bleach. We're not allowed to say the word disinfectant because, again, a group of idiots got together and started going 150%. This is going to, you're going to have no COVID in your house. This is going to, it's a cure for COVID. It'll kill all the COVID. When tests had just barely been done on it. So again, we are not allowed to blatantly say this does this, because it does depend on different people. But I am going to show you the science today so that you can morally sell this to people so that you know that this isn't snake oil and this is the real deal, because there is an overwhelming amount of scientific studies and just logic applied that obviously this stuff works. Before I do this though, we're gonna have a super duper special guest speaker, which is my mama. And she's gonna tell you guys about her experience and my mom's experience, her experience, my dad's experience, and just a little testimony here on the water. So Mom, first thing you gotta do is unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Mama. Hit the button. Yeah, thank you. And
I'm unmuted.
floor is yours.
Okay, so what can I tell everybody?
Tell me.
I'm Matt's mom, and Josh and Nee are kind of my sons from a different mother, but anyways. So Matthew showed me his little presentation that he and Josh had first discovered and put together, and it was great. And when he showed me what this water took off my produce and vegetables, I was sold in a second, just like that. When I saw what came off of vegetables, absolutely. The price was a little daunting, but for health reasons, I thought, why not? My husband, Matt's father, was like, no way, this is too much. I did it anyways. And within probably 2 weeks of him drinking the Kangen water, his little bit of eczema that he always had on the top of his head had gone away. So that was a real testimony to me. And after using the machine now for a couple of years, it has helped my sleep. It's great for your skin. It detangles my hair when I rinse with the beauty setting. It's incredible hydration, really good energy, a big detox, which after my first 5 days, I said to Matthew, you know what? I don't think this is for me. My kidneys and my bladder are aching. And he told me, he said, hang in there, Mom. And then within 2 days it was done, and it's great. It's great. So not only for your health, but for your home. So this machine has paid for itself numerous times by washing my floors, cleaning my windows, washing my barbecue. Wow, let me tell you. The oven. What else have I cleaned? Walls, cupboards, cutting boards. We water our house plants. And I mean, my husband's got a green thumb anyways, but it's been amazing. So I think that's probably about all I have to really say, Matthew. And, you know, I thank you, and I thank Josh, and I thank Nee for introducing me to this incredible product. Oh, yeah. And then you get a check in the mail. Ah, I forgot about that. And that's, yeah. That's huge.
That's huge.
Okay.
Another one
How's
coming.
that?
Yeah,
Is that good?
Yeah. I didn't even tell you about that. There's a check coming your way. Yeah, you can thank Josh for that one. So, Mom, thank you so much for that brief testimony there. That was obviously short, sweet, and powerful, which is what we like to see. So, back to me now. Thank you very much, Mom. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go into my training. Now, my training is not typical of sales or especially multi-level marketing training. Typically, people that do training, I notice they like put together a whole slideshow and then they run you through this slideshow of training. See, for me, I don't like that for 2 reasons. One, it's a waste of my time making a slideshow for that. Like, I have better things to do with my time than make a slideshow for training. And two, I like to do trainings where you can actually just go and find everything that I've got. I didn't whip this up. I didn't do anything. I'm going to be using links that you can Google. I'm going to be using pictures that you can find so that you know that you can go and do this yourself. I find it somewhat daunting when people do a whole slideshow presentation and make it like a pitch, opposed to the method that I'm going to show you today. Okay, so without any further ado, Nee, I'm gonna look at you for a thumbs up here. Can you see my screen? Okay, can you guys see my screen? Which screen do you see? Do you see this one?
Yeah, the slides, yeah.
That's the one with the, okay, cool. I got two screens going here. Okay, guys. So the first, and this is of course the presentation, which most of you are probably familiar with. If not, then I'm happy to run you through it at a later date. So we're going to start, of course, with the first. I mean, there's four main reasons that people are unhealthy, which is acidity, oxidation, toxification, and dehydration. So this is going to be a little bit more in-depth. Again, if this is your first time seeing it, then there might be some things that seem a little bit more intense, but that's okay. We're doing a recording, and whoever brought you onto the call is happy to run you through it. So we're going to start with acidity. Okay, so there's something called the pH scale, which again, all of you on here should be familiar with if you're a distributor. This measures the acidity level. Human body pH is 7.4. Our blood is slightly alkaline, and the water that we drink is between 8.5 and 9.5. Where I'm going to actually start today is I want to show you guys the ingredients in bottled alkaline water. Again, you can find this anywhere. All you need to do is just go to your 7-Eleven and look at it. I hope you guys can read that okay. Oh, that didn't make it bigger. Alkaline water is a water with a higher pH level than normal drinking water and is meant to induce a basic nature in the body. The water is made of calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. So bottled alkaline water, not ionized alkaline water, actually has ingredients on it. They put minerals, which are chemicals, into the water to raise the pH level. There has been side effects, but only for those that are prone to it. Okay, I'm not here to fearmonger, but our kidneys filter water, and they do not know how to break down minerals. If your family's really prone to it, they actually warn against drinking bottled alkaline water because it can build up and make little stones in your kidneys called kidney stones. So there is a stark difference between the ionized water and the regular mineral-induced alkaline water. Our body, again, has a natural pH of 7.4, right? A dip as low down to 7.35 can be what's called acidosis, okay? I just want to show you guys something here. Symptoms of excess acidity can include being tired, heartburn, brittle hair, nails, inflammation, and arthritis. Okay, so excess levels of acidity can lead to arthritis and or osteoporosis. You especially need to watch out for this if you're a woman. So why does this happen? I found out about this, and it's really devastating, actually. But what happens is maintaining our blood pH is top priority, one of the top priorities of our body's function. When our blood starts to get acidic, our body will kick on a defense mechanism to increase the pH level. Like I just told you, these different minerals, calcium, magnesium, sodium, these are mineral in nature or alkaline in nature. If our blood is starting to get too acidic, our body will actually draw from our mineral sources in our bodies, which are exclusive to our bones and our joints. In summation, if your blood is acidic, your body will take the minerals out of your blood, out of your bones, pardon me, and put it into your blood to increase it. So this is why excess levels of acidity can cause arthritis and osteoporosis. I have a link here that I'm going to bring up for you guys. And for everyone that's on here, I'm going to be sending a really comprehensive follow-up. Okay, and it's going to have all the links that I'm showing you here today. The cause and cure for rheumatoid arthritis. This is a link that I found online. I'm happy to send it to you. okay? This shows that, yeah, okay, so I've got the conclusion right here, as you guys can see, okay? Sufficient alkaline minerals is essential to good health and the prevention or cure for arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. Mom, give us a nod. How's your thumb doing? I remember we were home one time. My mom was like, oh yeah, my thumb. Like I forgot about it. The body, so this basically explains to you what I just explained. When you overconsume acidic foods and drinks, the body will be forced to use its alkaline reserves, calcium from bones, for example, to neutralize these dietary acids, which in turn may then lead to joint tissue and organ inflammation and degeneration. So I just found this out very recently. I've been a distributor for 3 years. I've known this for about 6 months to a year. Extremely interesting and extremely devastating, in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today for the acidity and the alkalinity, just so you guys have a better understanding of what's actually going on here. If some people have been saying, oh, I went to my naturopath and I told them about the alkaline water and my doctor didn't recommend it. That's because you're not saying ionized. You're not saying what's called electrically reduced water, which I'll get to that in a moment. There, you say alkaline water, they're talking about this, the mineral-induced water. Stark difference. Okay, so now let's move on to the oxidation, okay? As you all know, oxidation is the act of aging, okay? In our body, it damages our DNA, and this is what causes us to age. I'm going to explain what's called a free radical now. Some of you may or may not be familiar with a free radical, which is fine, okay? Free radicals are atoms that are missing electrons, okay? So I've got another one here. Free radicals are associated with aging. The free radical theory of aging states that we age because of free radical damage over time. Free radicals can damage DNA's instructional code, causing our new cells to grow incorrectly, leading to aging. According to a 2010 article in Methods of Molecular Biology, there are no officially recognized symptoms of oxidative stress. According to naturopathic Danielle Wilson's website, however, symptoms include fatigue, headaches, noise sensitivity, memory loss and brain fog, muscle and joint pain, wrinkles and gray hair, vision trouble, decreased immunity, aging, okay? So how does our machine fix this? How do we create an antioxidant from our machine? This is where a lot of people end up getting what I like to call lost in the sauce. People don't really know what's going on with our machine and how this is so powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here, guys. Again, don't worry, I'm gonna be sending you a nice comprehensive follow-up, but it's very important that you understand this. So looking at right here, we got a water molecule, H2O, dihydrogen monoxide, 2 H's and an O, hydrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. Using electricity, we break this molecule apart. We separate hydrogen from the oxygen. This is one of my favorite pictures that I've ever found that I use to explain our product. So I know you guys can see this. It looks a little.
Yeah, I think he.
Oh, we lost the host basically. Okay, let me. Wait, is he back? Yeah. Just give us a few seconds here. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Jaden just started his online class, and as I said, our Wi-Fi is.
Oh, and it kind of.
So he's on his data now, so we're all good. That would have been 10 out of 10. Okay, so Josh, you might need to invite people in now if they hop in. Okay, you'll be in charge of the participants. Okay.
Make me the host. Make me the host.
It did automatically. So,
okay.
As I was saying, guys, we have here a picture of our machine. Okay, so this is our machine. You guys have probably heard people like just blurt out 8 titanium plates, double dipped in platinum. Yeah, great. Like everyone says that. No one actually knows what's going on with these Enagic distributors. I'm going to explain to you today what's actually going on inside of actually, I'm able to admit people. I'm actually going to show you what's going on inside of our machine. You don't see my screen. Okay.
You gotta share your screen.
Thank you for whoever said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, whoever just said that. Right. That makes sense. Thank goodness. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, O, for saying that. Okay. So you guys can see it now. Yeah. Got the machine up. Oh, looks like I went glitch.
It's still loading. Yeah, we're good now.
Good. Right on. Okay. So again, this is one of my favorite pictures used to describe the science of what's going on in our machine. Okay. So I'm gonna walk you guys through this here. Follow my mouse. Okay. So here we've got the tap. All right. So we turn on the tap and the water goes into our machine. Then it goes through that filter, that big clunky unit inside your machine. This removes sediment, rust, lead, chlorine, bacteria, and odors. After getting filtered, the purified water goes into our machine, okay? So we see right here, we have H2O. So just pause here, okay? We've got our water particle, our H2O. Now, inside our machine is what's called an anode and a cathode. We have a negatively charged side and a positively charged side, okay? Like magnets, if you remember when you were kids, positive attracts to negative, negative attracts to positive. So we can see here that what happens is it gets split. Our water molecule gets split and the hydrogen, positively charged, gets drawn towards the negatively charged plate. Out comes alkaline water, positive, right? More H, increase our potential for hydrogen. Out the other side comes an hydroxyl anion. This is a free radical. This is acidic and oxidative in nature. This is why acidic comes out one end and alkaline comes out the other. I'll run you through that one more time. The water comes into our machine. Hydrogen is positively charged and we have two types of plates. We have negative, we have positive. This is the electricity. It breaks apart the water molecule, creating what's called hydrogen-rich water. And out the other end is acidic. Okay, so why does this matter? The hydrogen, this guy here, which we have removed from the oxygen. We have removed the hydrogen from the oxygen. It wants to be attached to oxygen, or like it was originally. So we have what's called active hydrogen. We have hydrogen bubbles floating around. Josh posted a picture the other day in the 4A group of his freshly cleaned machine. It looked foggy. It looked murky. What's in there is hydrogen gas. And guys, this is one of my favorite things that I've found. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, see, look, we get the angry free radical here, and then our active hydrogen. Yay! Right? I'll do it one more time. Okay, so we've got our active hydrogen, which we've split, and then it comes in, and yay! Now we have water neutralizing the free radical scavengers in your body. Okay, this is how it works. Quickly again, water comes in, it gets filtered, it goes in using electricity. We break apart the water molecule. The positively charged hydrogen atom gets drawn towards this plate and out into our drinking glass. The other acidic free radicals go out the other side, and then the active hydrogen comes and connects with the free radical scavengers in our body. This is why we have one of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet, because it is direct. People don't grasp this as well. People say, Kangen distributors will say, 1 glass is equal to 5 pounds of blueberries. Like, okay, why? Why? Because it doesn't have to go into your stomach, get broken down, go into your digestive tract, and get absorbed through your blood that way. It's direct to the source. Okay, thank you. Now, move on to toxification now. Good, making good time. Okay, so guys, toxification, I won't spend a ton of time on this. It's really straightforward. You guys have been through this before. Toxification is when you're putting more toxins into your body than you're removing. You put in 10 toxins, you remove 5 toxins. You put 10 more in, you remove 5 more. You're building toxins up in your body. I'm just going to quickly show a link here. Again, you guys should be somewhat privy to this already, to the detox process. I made a post today actually on my Instagram. If you follow it, I show the percentage of certain organs and how much water they are. Our body has different ways of removing toxins. The skin is one of them. This is why some people get acne, because their body's removing toxins through their skin. There's kidneys, liver. All of these remove the toxins from your body, okay? You guys already know about this. I've explained this to you before. Next, dehydration. I found this really cool article on the importance of hydration from Harvard. Okay, again, guys, the science is out there. We just can't sell on it because of the idiots. So, importance of hydration. And guys, when I'm explaining this to people, okay, we can't just say, this is going to be a cure for you, but we can say, Harvard did a study on what's called electrically reduced water. That's what our machine makes. And they found that this may happen. Drinking enough water each day is crucial for many reasons: to regulate body temperature, keep joints lubricated, prevent infections, deliver nutrients to cells, and keep organs functioning properly. Being well hydrated, Mom, also improves sleep quality, cognition, and mood. Again, guys, I'll be sending all of this to you. It's best to stay away from sugar-sweetened beverages. Surprise, surprise. Sugar is incredibly acidic, incredibly oxidative, incredibly dehydrating. So again, I'll be sending all of this out to you guys. There'll be a nice detailed follow-up after this. It's really important to be hydrated. You're mostly water. Go to my Instagram or my Facebook today. I made a little post about water. You can check it out. Okay, so how does our machine fix toxification and dehydration? Okay, guys, you guys all know this. I've explained this to you guys many times now. I'll quickly run through this. There's something called microclustering, okay? Microclustering is when you have clusters of water because it's electrically charged and you reduce the size of them. The benefit behind reducing the size of the water clusters is that they can literally fit into your cells more efficiently. Now, guys, if you're gonna research this online, don't research alkaline water. Don't research Kangen water. What our water is actually called is electrically reduced water. ERW is how it's referred to in scientific articles like this one right here, which is on NCBI, which if you know about legitimacy, this is one of the top 2, it's PubMed and NCBI that produce the incredibly legitimate scientific articles. The neuroprotective effects of electrolyzed reduced water and its water containing molecular hydrogen. Okay, electrolyzed reduced water is a functional drinking water containing a lot of molecular hydrogen and a small amount of platinum nanoparticles. ERW is known to scavenge ROS, which is reduced oxygen something, and protect DNA from oxidative damage. Okay, guys, here's a link right here. This article is really, really cool. Here are the results. The results suggest electrically reduced water is beneficial for the prevention and alleviation of oxidative stress-induced human neurodegenerative diseases. This is Alzheimer's. It's serious. This is ALS. This is serious stuff here. I'm just gonna pull these up quick for you guys. Yeah, I read this. So this is just a clip that I took from the article that I just read for you guys. Again, I'll be sending you guys this so you'll have access to all of this later. Okay, now that's gonna be the conclusion of our health portion now. Please, if you have questions, do write them. I am going to quickly run through our additional features now because this is just such a cool thing and it's so prevalent these days. Now, with the electrolysis technology, we're actually able to fully manipulate the pH scale, which is so cool. Now, first off, we can make highly acidic water. Here we have disinfectant. Luckily, I'm in Asia, so I can say it. Now, this is called hypochlorous acid. Guys, I'm going to spend a couple moments on this because most likely this will be the most utilized tool from your machines. If you're not using this, you need to start because it's a very powerful tool. And I'm going to explain to you guys how this works right now. I was breaking it down to Josh and he said this feels like a university lesson, and you can kind of take it as such. Consider this an introduction because there's going to be follow-up lessons that we have. The prerequisite to making it to the following lessons is attend this one. So congratulations everybody on here. You all qualify for the next lesson, which I'm going to be going more in depth to lead generation and uses of the water, and I might even run through the water demo. Now guys, I want to explain what's going on with this because it's come to my attention. People have no idea how actually the 2.5 and the 11.5 water is created. So you'll notice in your machine, you have the electrolysis chamber, right? Where you actually put in the electrolysis enhancer. Guys, the electrolysis enhancer is salt water, okay? It's salt and it's water, that's what it is. So this, I'm gonna send this to you guys and you guys can read it. This is gonna be a little bit of chemistry that we're going into right now. But you'll notice on the bottom here, I didn't explain in the machine picture. It actually says chlorine. But wait a minute, Matt. I thought we filtered the chlorine out in the filter. Well, that's because you did. Salt is sodium chloride. Sodium and chloride, salt. Using again, the electrolysis process. So what happens is the water goes in, it gets filtered out. Then here in the purified water, when making the 2.5, the electrolysis enhancer will unleash a little bit of salt water, which is H2O and sodium chloride, NaCl. So salt water is now going into our machine. The sodium, along with calcium and magnesium, is positively charged. So now what we would have here would be, instead of H2O, it would be NaCl, sodium chloride. The sodium gets pulled to one side, the chlorine gets pulled to the other. This is why the 2.5 smells like bleach, smells like chlorine, because it's got chlorine in it. This is how it kills stuff so efficiently. Fun fact about the 2.5 pH, the hypochlorous acid. It is the same chemical compound that our white blood cells use to kill invaders, to kill germs, to kill viruses, to kill bacteria. 2.5 pH hypochlorous acid is found naturally in our body. So I'll just quickly touch on this. Maybe I can go more in depth next time. But if we look here, you guys can see how this actually gets created. Okay, so I want you just to refer to this bottom line here, okay? We've got water, we've got sodium hypochlorite. This is what goes into the machine. So the water coming from the tap, then the sodium hypochlorite coming from the electrolysis enhancer. It gets split out of one side, the acidic side, comes hypochlorous acid, and out of the other side comes sodium hydroxide. This is how you clean your fruits and vegetables. So if we look at our machine here, okay guys, remember, the water goes in, the H gets split. The sodium hypochlorite comes in, the sodium gets split. So coming out of one side, we have sodium hypochlorite. Coming out of the other side now, we have the hypochlorous acid, which is the chlorine, and this hydroxyl ion, the OH, okay? I'll send you this type up that I've done, and we can do a recap on this. I just want you to know that that is how our 2.5 is created. Please research on your own hypochlorous acid. Research on your own hypochlorous acid. All right, our next water that we can make is a skin toner, a naturally found skin toner. Some people spend between 20 to 50 Canadian USD a month on a little bottle like this one, but from the store, that's got what I'm spraying on my face right now that I have unlimited access to. Skin toner. I'm just quickly going to bring up this link here because there's benefits to using skin toner, which I didn't know about until I literally did the research on this. Your skin is naturally acidic, as you all know, and this tones your skin and your hair. What are some benefits? It shrinks your pores. It restores your skin's pH balance. It adds a layer of protection. I didn't know this, but it actually helps you after cleaning or sunburns. It moisturizes, refreshes skin, and it can prevent ingrown hairs. I like this link because it shows the price of some of these other ones. So this one's $8 on Amazon, $20 on Amazon, $32 on Amazon, $34 on Amazon. This one's nice. Oh, $5. It's alcohol. $12 on Amazon. So when you're selling, guys, you can just throw this in. You think the $120 a month is too much? Well, let's see what happens if you count for skin toners and cleaning vegetables and all the health benefits and bottled water. You can quickly knock that down. So again, you'll have access to this link. Okay, the last part of our product, I'm going to talk about the reason that my mom bought. It cleans fruits and vegetables, the sodium hydroxide, which I just showed you. I'm just going to do a quick video here for those of you that haven't seen it. It's incredibly dramatic. Typically, I would do it, but I forgot to mention, I'm working from home today in case you guys didn't notice. I don't have my suit and tie on, and I'm not in my office. I just have my whiteboard here. One of the major perks of being in this business is that I can work when I want, where I want, how I want, and I don't have to go into the office today, so I'm at home in my t-shirt. I'm going to just go to this part. I'm going to mute this and talk because the guy's kind of annoying. So if you guys can see this, then let me just make this full screen. Okay, so what he's just done here is he's put cherry tomatoes with just regular tap water into the bowl on the right. And now he's taken his cherry tomatoes out and he's put into the bowl on the left here. Here, he's got 11.5 pH. He's about to open.
I don't think you're sharing your screen with us. I don't think you're sharing
Am
your
I
screen
not?
with us. Oh.
Wait, Josh, can you see the guy?
Yeah, no, I can see the guy.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
can't. Can anybody else see it?
Yeah, my mom can. Maribel can. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
I can see it too.
Okay, thanks,
No
though.
worries.
Okay, so, turn your screen sideways if you're on your phone. So he's got the 11.5 pH, and he's filling up the bowl with the 11.5 pH, the sodium hydroxide. So he's going to let those soak for a couple minutes on the side. And what he's going to do now, this is sesame oil. So pesticides and herbicides are oil-based poisons. They mix oil and they mix They mix oil and poisons together so that the rain doesn't wash the poisons off the water. So here he's mixing them together. This is just regular water, okay, with the oil. Now this is going to be the 11.5. This is really amazing, blows my mind to this day. It completely emulsifies and breaks apart the oils on the fruits and vegetables. Okay? Yeah, really amazing stuff, really is. Now he's just talking here. He's doing a little overselling, little sell. And he's going to show you how dramatic it is when we clean off. Oh, he's just taking them out. I like that. I like that method, just taking them out. Yeah, look at that. That's honest. So these were washed in the tap water, and now these were washed in the 11.5. As you can clearly tell, he didn't even stir them. He just let them soak for a couple seconds. It's quite dramatic, even just letting them soak. On one, you can see there clearly is nothing in that water, and the other one, there's this disgusting yellow, oily poisons. These are the pesticides, the herbicides, the fruits and vegetables. So if that's your first time seeing that, we will be happy to show you in person for whoever brought you. This is the reason my mom bought and the reason many people do buy as well. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. Now we're going to get into the second part of our training here. where we're going to start talking a little bit more about the actual business. Again, if you've got questions, please write them down, and we will handle them at the end. Okay, so as you guys very well know, the reason that I joined and that many people joined this business is to make money. Now, one thing that blew my mind, and people don't take this into consideration enough. When you go to someone, you guys are saying, yeah, we've got this amazing machine and it's worth $5,000, but you're missing something. You're missing something so important. You're telling them an extremely small piece of this price point. Guys, do you know how hard it is to sell everywhere on the planet? Do you know how hard it is to open up a sales team in Hong Kong or Accra or London or New York or Bangkok or Manila? I have sales teams in all of those cities I just listed. Do you know how hard it is to just open up a sales teams there? When I was doing door-to-door and working across the country, Josh showed me the compensation plan, which you should all know, and I'm going to show you guys here. But I went from being able to sell, and I had to go knock door to door to reach, what's the population of Canada? 30 million. And by joining this opportunity, I went from 30 million prospects to 9 billion prospects. You see that there? A 3,000% increase or 30,000% increase. I can sell to anyone, anywhere on the planet. That's huge. But even bigger than that, I can recruit people anywhere on the planet. I have people getting sales for me everywhere on the planet now. I love training salespeople. I love training business people. Jack, shout out to Jack. I've worked with Jack on like 4 different things now. He worked with me door-to-door once, door-to-door twice. I know, right? We were doing our best. We just couldn't find it, but then we found it. And here we are today, Jack. Going again. We have access to the entire planet, guys. When you tell people it's $5,000 for a machine, you're doing yourself and the business a massive disservice. Because to open up an international, basically, franchise, you need at least $250,000. At least. Hong Kong won't even look at you if you have $250,000. Yeah, right, you're getting a business in Hong Kong. $250,000? Go back to your broke-ass trailer park, $250,000. To get a business in Hong Kong, you need to have some serious stacks. But not me. I just sold my buddy a machine. Sold him a machine. He got an ID number. I flew across the planet with Josh and started training, and now I live here. It's not $5,000 for a machine. It's $5,000 for an international business with a machine that comes with it. Okay? I really need to be serious about that because I'm redoing my pitch here because I haven't been doing it justice when I've been explaining the compensation plan, guys. Like, how many people on here have business in more than one country? Jack, my mom, Gabby for sure. Shout out Gabby. Ni Norte for sure. Josh Quay, Lord knows how many he's got. Danielle, Ghana, like Sarah as well. Like, look at this. It's absurd. My mom has 17 machines in Hong Kong. Like, how'd you do that? Oh, I just plugged in. Jack, a team in Africa, Saskatoon. Like, guys, it's not $5,000 for a machine. You can sell to anyone, anywhere, and recruit anyone, anywhere. Obviously, I'm super passionate about that, so excuse my little bit of the fire I turned on there for a moment. I'm going to turn it down a couple degrees. And guys, so this is really exciting because when I first saw this, you go to YouTube and you see how they're explaining the compensation plan. I still am scratching my head when I watch it. Like, what do you mean 8 layers down? And then like, what are you freaking talking about? I got to 3A with a pen and paper. I had a piece of paper about this big. Who saw this? Gabby saw this. Remember The Office? I had just a piece of paper with it written up there. Yeah. Josh saw it. Nee saw it. Handful of people on here saw it. Like that was something. But I sold people with it. I sold some really awesome people with it. Pen, paper, and Nee. At this time, I didn't even know anything about the machine. Nee and I, oh God. Okay, guys, so I'll just say this and then I'll actually get into it. And I feel differently now, but when Nee and I would pitch, Nee would go and he would sell the product and he would do the demo. And then I would come up and I'd be like, so what do you think about the product? And people would be like, yeah, it's really cool. And I'd be like, yeah, cool. I don't give a shit about the product. Pardon my language. I'll tell you that. I was like, I don't care. I don't care at all about that product. You guys can drink this water all you want. I'm in it for this. And people would be like, whoa, okay. Like, what's this guy talking about? Obviously, he's in it for making money. I want to make money. Obviously, I love the product now. The product actually hit me after my mom had bought it. My mom bought it, starting seeing she's sleeping better, energy better, dad getting compliments on his skin, which, if you know my dad, like, what the hell? Eczema off, like, and I'm filling up my glass. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually so glad my parents have this machine. And it just hit me. I was like, I've been telling people I don't care about this product, and I care more about my parents' health than my own health. Like, what's going on here? And it was just a really big game-changing moment for me. But I'm done mumbling and ranting now, guys. Get out a pen and paper. I'm going to show you how to write this with a pen and a paper, which is super powerful for sales. I'm going to explain that in our next sales call about the power of actually writing it out. It's really powerful for multiple reasons. But get out a pen and paper. It's super easy to write the compensation plan. It's super easy to explain it if you actually know what you're doing. So I'm going to just do this while you're getting out your pen and paper. I'm going to go use the boys' room because I've been drinking Kangen water like an absolute fiend. So let me just get this settled up here. Again, I'm not in my office, so you guys will have to forgive the rawness of this. Is this big enough, though? Like, can you guys see if I wrote, like, K8 like this? If I wrote K8 like that, could you guys see it? Good? Okay, awesome. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, we can see it.
Josh, can you play some on your piano?
We're gonna save that for later. We're gonna save that for the
I
later.
thought it'd be a little background music, for the whiteboard.
I love that though. I love that. You're foreseeing the future, bro.
Come on, Josh. Give us a little something.
Wow. I was like an entire leader. Okay, so yeah, nice. That's good. That's the reaction I wanted. Thank goodness. Thanks for laughing, guys. So guys, I'm doing this really raw for a reason. I got to 3A and it was just as raw as this. If you guys want to do this business, you need to know how to explain it. What happens in sales is you can know everything I told you about the product and people can believe you and trust you and want to buy. The second they ask a question about this and you're like, all of your credibility is gone. You've lost all credibility. They don't trust you now because you don't know what you're talking about. Sales is delicate, but it's easy when you have the knowledge, when you know what you're talking about. Step 1 to sell, learn what you're selling. Step 2, you can worry about talking to people. Step 1, know it front, back, up, down, left, right, inside, out. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna show you how I got to 3A. Write K8 in the top left-hand corner. After that, the K8 costs $5,000. I like to put a little border around it to get fancy. Okay, it costs $5,000. So you write 5,000 underneath, okay? It's called the 8-point compensation plan, right? So write the 8-point there. Write 8-point there, front, center, middle, top. So every time a machine is sold, the company pays out 54%. Okay? So the company, and this is really typical, guys. Like, this is important to explain because some people I've found when you're selling them, they're like, oh, wow, you're getting all that money? You should give me a discount. That's not how this works. We're in network marketing. We're the sales. We're the marketing. We're the advertising. We're the expansion. Like, when I'm renting an office, it wasn't for free. I'm spending money for the expansion. It's typical in a business for them to put over half of their income back into sales, marketing, advertising, and expansion. And that's us. They invest in us. They don't pay us. They invest in us to keep building their business. So every time a machine is sold, the company pays 54% to the sales, advertising, marketing budget, which is us. Lucky for them, it's us, eh? So 54% of 5,000, guys, is 2,700. So write that next to it, right? I like to write 54% and kind of do like a little squiggly thing around it.
Oh my God.
Okay. 8 points equals 2,700. It's called the 8-point compensation plan. 8 point equals 2,700. Therefore, 1 point equals 340. Okay, guys? So your paper should look like mine right now. Hopefully, it's not as messy as mine. Mine looks like trash right now. Okay? K8 worth 5 grand. The company pays 54%. That's 2,700. It's called the 8-point compensation plan. 8 points equals 2,700. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 2,700 divided by 8 is 340. 8 points equals 2,700. 1 point equals 340. Okay? Now, I'm just going to erase this part because I went a little hard and took up too much space, but you guys remember the 54%. Now, draw a line across to separate the top from the bottom. Now, once you've drawn a line, take your pen, draw another line dead down the middle. Now we're splitting this into thirds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so go ahead and draw 2 lines. Leave yourself enough wiggle room. Guys, when you can whip this up in front of a prospect nice and quick, their mind will be blown because you're such a professional, because you know what you're talking about. Now in each of these guys, write 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. And then draw another line. Look at that. Beautiful. Thing of beauty. Okay, now, whatever position you are, that's how many points you get paid per sale. So when you're a 1A, you get 1 point for 340. When you're a 2A, you get 2 points for 680. Show them how much money they can make. When you're a 3A, you get 3 points, 1,020, 1,360, 1,700, and 2,040. Okay, I'll give you a few moments to write that out. Okay. Okay. 340, 680, 1,020, 1,360, 1,700, 2,040. But Matt, how do we get to each rank? Well, very easy. It's based on number of sales. When you're a 1A, you have 1 to 2 sales. When you're a 2A, you have 3 to 10. Right? Show them the process, the phases they go through. Next, 11 to 20. 21 to 50 for 4A. 51 to 100, and then once you pass that, you're at 6A, which feels so good. Yeah, you like that one, Josh? Yeah, it feels so good. Okay, guys, so typically at this point, people are like, oh my goodness, I'm such a deer in the headlights, and there's so many numbers, and what the heck? So to calm people down, I say, don't worry, I'm going to run you through a hypothetical. to help you conceptualize it. And you can see the nerves calm down every time. Like, oh, okay, so these numbers represent how you get promoted through each rank. When you're 1, 2, obviously you're 1A. When you're at 11, you're a 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. Okay. Now, this is how you write out the compensation plan, guys. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth compensation plan training following this. So this is as far as I'm going to go today, because I've got some other awesome things that I want to talk to you guys about. You know how to write this out. You should be able to play with it and figure it out. Practice makes perfect. Check out the recording to do it again. But trust me, if you can do this, it'll make a world of a difference when you're doing a sales presentation. I'm surprised at how much more effective this is than a pretty slideshow. I've got this all prettied up. Writing it raw and hectic like this right in front of people, so much more impactful. Okay. So, that's really messy. All righty there. Now we go back to my notes here. I need to find out where I was in this. Okay, so, right, very important. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna show you this quickly here. Because I know you guys know about some of the upper bonuses, but I was just talking about it with Josh today, and it just gets so out of control if you build your business correctly that it's like it needs to be mentioned. A lot of people look at it, they're like, oh, like I'm never going to get there, but we have so long. We have so much time to get here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here. It might take a moment here. Give me a thumbs up when you guys can see it. Nice, that was quick. Okay, guys, so I just want you to look at this just because it's so out of control. Josh, I was looking at it again today, and it just gets ridiculous. So, guys, this is what it looks like. I like how I just realized, look how they spell bonus. Way to go, Japan. Bunos. Thanks, Enagic. Bunos. Yeah, I never even noticed that till just now. But if you guys look here, 6A, $3,000 bonus. 6A2, 6K. 6A2-2, 12K. And then $5,000 monthly for life, 6A2-3. $10,000 monthly for life, 6A2-4. $15,000 US monthly for life, 6A2-5. 20,000, look at 6A2-7, 40,000 US dollars a month for life. And this business can be willed to your family. So let's say, God forbid, you only make it to 6A2-2 and you will it to your boy. And your boy makes it to 2-4 and, you know, he wills it to his boy. And then they go to 2-5 and say 2-6. This is called a legacy bonus for a reason, okay? It could take me 20 years to get to 40K a month. Oh no, like I'm in my early 50s and I'm making 40,000 USD a month. Woe's me. Like, and I can will it away. Guys, this is not as unattainable as you think, especially because unlike so many other Enagic distributors, we are not building our business stupidly. We've approached it with strategy since day one, and we are building it with great strategy. I'm about to show you guys why right now you need to be serious and not miss out on coming with Josh and I to the top of this. Because Josh and I are going to the top. Josh, you going to the top or what? Yeah, I couldn't stop you if I tried. That was one of the hardest lines you dropped on me, Josh. You're like, what you've done is undoable. He's like, you could quit Enagic tomorrow and you can't stop what you've done now. And I was like, oh man, yeah, I really can't quit, can I? So I want to show you guys why this is such an exciting time to be involved. Like, and it only will happen once. Like, this is a once in a lifetime place where you guys are all at right now. I honestly wish it wasn't so, but it's once in a lifetime where you guys are at. I'm going to show you why. Okay. So back referring to this, guys, I'm going to show you what's going on right now, okay? So here we've got Josh. Josh Quay. Okay, this is Josh Quay. Josh Q. Now, Josh Quay's business, right now, he's got a few things going on. He's got me right here. He's got Josh, Gabby, right here. And I think his next most powerful line would probably be Nolan. So this is what you want, right? Like you want to have a few lines that are good. Now, in order to become a 6A2, you need to have 2 6As. So Josh is currently a 6A. I'm currently a 6A. And Gabby's like 5 or 6 sales away, like, or if he's not already, like he's close in the next couple weeks. So in the next couple weeks here, maybe month, you know, God forbid, 2 months, 60 days, Josh is going to hit 6A2. Okay? Which means Josh is going to get a $6,000 bonus. Spread the love, Josh. Spread the love. And and what it means is that this is really real. This is really, really real. What's next for Josh? Well, what's next for Josh is I need to get to 6A2. Right? Nolan. 2 of Gabby's people need to get to 6A. 2 of Gabby's people, 2 of Nolan's people, 2 of my people need to get to 6A. That'll put him to 6A2-2, $15,000 bonus. We get 6K. Spread the love, Josh. Next, 6A2-3, 2 of my people. So Josh and I have been going over this often because I've been designing my business quite nicely, and then I've been helping Josh with his as well. This is where we're at right now, guys. Like, we are months or weeks away from Josh's business being serious. Like 2 6As, his next goal is getting people to 6A2. That's right now. That's right now. Josh and I are going full on with or without you, hopefully with you, because this can be you if you want to step up to the plate. We're going full, and that's right now. And we need to get people to 6A. And that's just the only thing there is about it. So I had to show you guys this because this is where we are. This is why we're starting these trainings, and we are really cranking it up a notch. We also have access to more resources now. We've got more money to use to build our business than when I was a 2A and Josh was a 5A. Okay? So I had to show you that. I hope I did a good job of dramatic effect. Just dramatic enough? Yeah, perfect. Right on. That's what I wanted. Impact? Hope you guys felt a little impact there. Okay.
Like your energy, Matt. Love the energy, bro.
Thanks,
Really
brother. Yeah.
passionate about
Oh,
the
yeah.
business.
Mike
Feeling
Sincock, shout out. Sales training OG there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So, I'm just going to show you guys a couple things now that are just kind of fun, and then I'm going to get into showing you guys the back end and how to get to the paperwork and the website. Okay. It's going to take 5 minutes. Then I'm going to do a couple minutes of just quickly lead generation, some tricks. You guys get your pen and paper out. It'll be a couple notes for you. Then we're going to wrap it up and do Q&A. Cool. Okay, so I can't remember why. We had a reason for this, but I forget it. But I'm just going to bring it up anyways, just because it's so rad. Like, look at this picture. How awesome is this picture? Nee, thank you for taking this, dude. Like,
You look so young.
I know, right? Like, it looks like years ago. It's about 2.5 years ago. We were at a castle called Shuri Castle in Okinawa. We'd been in Okinawa maybe 3 days. We'd probably slept 10 hours in total for this picture. We went to Shuri Castle this night, and then we didn't sleep at all before going to the Enagic headquarters, where we met the founder's boy, Mr. Oshiro Jr., who loved us. He was so excited about us. Like, he absolutely loved us. Future CEO of the company. I just think these pictures are awesome. I got so sunburnt just before this picture was taken. Remember, Josh, we were all stoked at the beach? I got cooked. Look at that. But you can just tell, guys, like, We had met probably people from like 60 different countries a few hours before this was taken. It was unbelievable. Philippines, Indonesia, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Korea, like all over. There was like Eastern, like Latvia or something. Remember that one guy? There's one guy from like Ukraine or something, like 682, just all over the world. So we're obviously just brimming with energy and excitement because people from all over the planet, all different cultures, all different upbringings, shapes, sizes, colors, you name it. And all of us drinking 9.5, healthy as a horse, making good money.
You look like you're vibrating in that picture, all three of you.
We are. Yeah, we were like, yeah, this was like great. This was that we were vibrating. Yeah, I can send you guys some videos. Like, these guys are also freshly up from a nap, right? Freshly up from a nap. Little nap at the table there. Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, guys, we threw this in. I don't know, super fun. It's just amazing. I love this picture so much. Yeah, it's just so like we're all. You can just see how excited we are. They're obviously like, oh my God, more tourists. But we're like, yeah, yeah, Japan. Okay. So I just had to share that with you guys. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you here how to get into the back end because I know a lot of people have been asking, how do I get this paperwork, la, 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 la. So there's going to be some homework for you guys to do, okay? I'm just going to share my screen. I'm going to run you through this really quickly. No need to take notes. I'm just going to show you guys some marketing tools that you have access to and how to get the paperwork. Okay, you guys can see my screen here. Thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the first thing you guys do, okay, is you go to enagic.com. Enagic.com, and then in the top right hand it says login. Okay, this login is for the distributor area. Continue, and it'll take you to the login. Ooh, I want a baseball cap. So mine might go automatically. Yeah, mine goes automatically. So you click login, scroll down, it'll say like create your login or like just a typical when you need to log in, create your account, whatever. Create your account, okay? Everyone, if you're a Enagic distributor and you even want to dream of doing this business properly, have access to this back end. Guys, I want to show you something really, really cool. Enagic seriously updated their game when it comes to the website that they provide and the services provided, okay? For $30 a month, websites cost $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to make. For $30 a month, you get access to this absolutely beautiful website. This is a demo site, okay? Beautiful. Greener home, greener food, greener beauty, greener garden, greener pet, okay? If you don't have one of these websites, I highly recommend you do. Mom, you need one. This is better than a business card. My top performer, Andy Anderson in the UK, he gets sales just by like briefly telling people about it, showing them this website, and then he brings them water for like a week or two. Boom, he's closing K8's MasterCard left, right, and center. It's unbelievable. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Absolutely amazing tool at your disposal, guys. If you have more questions, ask me or Josh or your upline. We'll help you get to this point. But if you don't have a business card or a successful business already, this is one of the cheapest and most useful resources at your availability because it builds credibility. It explains things when you don't know how, even though you need to know how. Next. Guys, here on the side, under distributor area, Enagic Forms, click Enagic Forms. This is the paperwork for the entire planet. Everywhere on the planet, there it is. Maribel, look, this is just for you. Philippines, right? Boom, there you go. Every place operates a little differently, every office, okay? Here it is, okay? Get the Tagalog for you so you can see what it's about. Oh, it's actually in English. Oh, it's actually, I don't blame that. If it was in Tagalog, it'd be friggin' writing for days. So we have it for everywhere on the planet. Now, guys, If you need to process a paperwork in another country, every single office does it differently. All of these offices do this differently. I have access to all of them. I've asked every single office, how do we process paperwork in and out? Do you have in-house financing, e-payment? Can we do this? Can we do this? If you have a sale in another country and you want to know how to do it, ask me through an email and I will send you the protocol with the paperwork ready to go. Okay, but just for your guys' information, you have access to all of the paperwork all over the planet, the price list, the credit card forms, the distributor, la, 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 la. Okay? Okay, guys, so now finally, just pull out a pen and paper. Many of you guys have heard this already. How to generate leads, okay? I've had people tell me, oh, you need a sales funnel. I've had people tell, oh, how much money have you spent on advertising? Like zero. 100% zero. I've used my network. People don't realize that your network does not mean who you know. I like to think of it to at least 3 degrees of separation. One of my strongest mentors in sales taught me that the sale is not over until you've gotten 3 referrals from every person you pitched. If they say no, yeah, no worries. Do you know someone that might be interested in making some money or in the water? Do you know someone with diabetes? Do you have someone like, oh, you do. Would you refer me to them? Oh, you will. Your sale is not over until you've gotten 3 referrals from every single person you pitched, whether they were a yes, no, or maybe. So you start with your network. I've spent $0 on advertising. I'm 6A. I might start investing a little bit here, but not really. My girlfriend, shout out Sarah V, is an absolute wizard with that stuff online. So lucky me. Guys, lead gen, okay? There's 4 types of people you're gonna rack your brains for, okay? And I'll be doing another training. Lucky me, you got that. We'll be doing follow-up training again. I'm gonna go over sales, some more in-depth stuff, the power of writing in front of your prospect, how to actually hunt properly. Just write out a list, guys, and there's 4 categories of people, okay? There's people like me that were drawn to this by time freedom. Time or travel freedom. Do you want to work when you want to work? Do you want to go where you'd like to go and still be able to work? I have this rule. I try to never go to a country without getting a sale in it. It went really well, to be honest. I didn't get Jamaica because I was only there for a day and it was super hectic, but I actually have 3 people I'm still in the process of hunting. Time or travel freedom. The next is money motivated. Money motivated people are people that will stay at their jobs for longer than they should, Josh, but still make money. People that are money motivated tend to let's say the finer things, yeah? They like to eat really good food and drive really nice cars and wear really nice things and buy really nice homes, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only time there's something wrong with that is when you're not buying, you can't pay rent, but you took some girl on a $300 date. Like, that's when we have a little problem here with the finer things. If you can afford it, power to you. They're made for that reason. Money motivated, finer things motivated. The next, of course, is health conscious, okay? Guys, there's 2 types of people that join this business. Me and my mom. People that come for the money and fall in love with the product. People that come for the product and fall in love with the money. The 4th one, and this is by far my favorite. So you got 3 groups of people so far: time motivated, money motivated, health motivated. The last one, my favorite by far. These are people that you don't care if they ever speak to you again or not. That's why I'm in Hong Kong. I messaged my friend from 10 years ago. And I was like, dude, here's a pitch. Here's a recording. He watched the recording. He bought a machine. I flew to Hong Kong. If he didn't respond, I hadn't spoken to him in 10 years. Good guy. I love him. One of my best friends now. But at the time, Hail Mary. You got people from school. You got people from this, blah, 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 camp 20 years ago. La, 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 la. This is a super fun group because it's like you've got a bridge and it's dusty, right? And you're never going to walk across it. So you either go and you brush the dust off or you light fire to it and whatever. You weren't going to cross it anyways. Super, super fun to pitch these people. Again, guys, For now, just write out your list. I'm going to do a follow-up call on how to approach each of these individuals. TBD, I'll let you know when. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that basically concludes it now. I'm going to send you guys a nice comprehensive follow-up on everything that we've gone through today. There's going to be links. There's going to be my 2.5 blurb. There's going to be some really cool things I didn't even show you guys today. All you need to do is follow me on Instagram at Matthew Finland, okay? And add me on Facebook. Follow me at Matthew Finland. Add me on Facebook, Matthew Finland. Once you've done that, let me know, and I will send you the comprehensive follow-up, okay? Now, yeah, again, there's going to be a really, I don't want to understate this, we're going to have some really nice trainings coming out here for those of you that really want it. If you want it, follow me on Instagram, add me on Facebook, and message me saying that you want to be on it. And if you want to be on it, you will be on it. It's going to have to do with sales and just upper level stuff. Now, guys, finally, thank you so much for not unmuting yourselves the whole time, Mike Sincock. And I'm going to unmute everyone now. And let's not have this be a free-for-all, but please do ask questions, okay? You guys can unmute yourself at will. If you've got a question, maybe the easiest way is just type in the chat box, I've got a question, and we're happy to handle them. I'm going to wrap up the recording now before the questions, so thank you everyone for attending. There's going to be more of these and a lot more to come from us, so stay tuned and look forward to that. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.